Dajahan, hi guys, it's Shanae and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be reacting to episode 5 of Devil Judge. I'm super excited if very nervous because the show just seems like it's going to keep on getting darker and darker, but I'm here for it. So before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members, and if you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions, the links for it will be in the description below along with my social media and my PO box, and if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. But now without further ado, let's get into today's video. Oh wow, that's a shot. This poor man is still clearly very traumatized. Yeah, that is an amazing shot. You know, it kind of, especially as he was coming up, it kind of reminded me of, what's it called, that one image where it's like Adam reaching towards God and their fingers like meeting. Risha thinks this is the most vulnerable we've seen him, which, I mean, makes sense. He hasn't really been in a situation where he allows himself to be seen like this. I should have known he wouldn't accept it. Sort of, but not the thing you think, probably.
할 말이 있어서 왔는데 좀 이따 하는 게 낫겠네요. 컨디션이 좀 별로이신 것 같아요.
꼭 자기가 죽인 사람 얼굴이라도 본 것 같지.
난 이미 죽이면 난 신경 쓰지 않는데 내가 죽였다는 말이야.
Yeah, the two of them really shouldn't be sharing a house because it's clear that they're not really making each other's situations better, because she obviously blames him for her father's death, he blames himself, he's constantly being reminded of it by her, but to protect himself he's rebuffing it by saying, like, kind of confirming what she's accusing him of, and it just kind of strengthens the hatred that's going around.
부장님, 어제는 정말 죄송했습니다. 재판부에서 쫓아내서도 할 말은 없습니다. 쫓아낸다고 그런
와우.
덕분분한테 형을 죽였다는 얘기를 한 게 정말 죄송합니다.
Which book is that?
그렇지. 이 얼굴로 듣고 싶은 말은 아니지. 부장님 옛날 재판기로 다 찾아봤습니다. 전에는 전혀 튀지 않고 관행대로만 기계처럼 재판하셨던데요. 사냥꾼은 철저히 자기 명제를 숨기죠. 때가 무르익을 그날까지.
That's a very accurate sum up of him as a person.
그놈의 돈 때문에 사는 게 아니었습니다. 제가 정신이 나갔었던 겁니다.
이번 한 번이 아니지 않습니까? 피고인은 지난 수년간 상습적으로 아내와 아들을 폭행해왔습니다.
Oh, the way he's like trying to contain his rage, but also the clicking noise is so grating to the nerves, and I think it's very intentional. Yeah, this is probably bringing up some trauma for him.
피의자 가족들이 피고인의 상처를 탄원하고 있다는 점. 피고인이 범행 당시 술에 만취했던 점을 감안하여 피고인의
I'm assuming that was him. I'm just assuming because that would have definitely gone on his record otherwise. I'm assuming that was like him daydreaming, shall I say?
딱 하나 동기를 모르겠더라고요. 도저히 이해가 안 가죠.
그렇겠지.
그런데 분노, 그건 이해합니다.
이해한다고.
이 세상 아무도 이해 못해도 전 이해합니다. 그 감정만큼은.
Interesting
하지만 아닌 건 아닌
statement.
겁니다. 재판을 도구로 이용하는 건 범죄예요.
웃기는 거야. 날 이해해달라고 부탁한 적이 없는데.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know your nature, and that is his.
이해 따윈 필요 없고 선택하지. 내 앞을 막아설지. 내 곁에 설지. 참고로 난 내 앞을 막아서는 것들을 치우는데 아무
Getting
마음이
rid,
없이.
yeah.
잘 알고 있습니다.
그럼 나가봐. 쫓아내진 않을 거야. 재판부에 볼게. 재밌거든. 너랑 있는 거.
Wow, that's quite a admission from him.
너무 격렬하게 공감당하다 보니까 좀 당혹스럽다고 해야 되나? 그래 본 경험이 별로 없었을 거야.
He's finding it interesting.
차경이 쪽 움직임은
난 수용자 가족이 아니라 대한민국 교정 행정 총책임자로서 여기 왔어. 비켜.
People abusing their power just can't deal. You wouldn't be looking like that if you were here on official business. Like, you wouldn't need to hide your face if you were here on official business.
형 집행 끝날 때까지 잘 빨리.
네, 알겠습니다.
Yeah, she just does not give me good vibes.
죄송합니다, 도련님. 손님이 계시니까 한 번은.
해질 후에는 이 집에 있지 말라고 했지.
Oh, you're a freaking vampire, why not?
죄송합니다.
You better not waste that food.
진짜 부장님이 그랬다고 생각하세요? 아주머니가 젖먹여 키웠던 아이가?
죄송하지만 음식하던 거 버려주십시오. 관리가 껴서.
Everyone's relationships in the show is so confusing and complicated.
과 함께 떠나는 청와대 투어 시작하겠습니다.
어떠세요? 저 이렇게 청와대 모습 실제로 보니까 신기하시죠?
예, 저도 엄청 신기했습니다.
On my soul, it took me like a full minute for me to realize that it's the president because he looks so completely different.
시가 너무 아쉽지만 곧 국무회의가 시작돼서 오늘은 여기까지입니다. 오랜만에 한번 외쳐볼까요? 대한민국 토탈 체인지 허준세의 개사이다! 여러분, 빠이빠이!
This is so cringy.
뭐? 무슨 왜 개인전 얘기를 하니?
나 이 나라 국무야. 내가 개인전 한다는데 무슨 문제 있어?
Yeah, you probably would have scored a few points if you had like been supportive of her instead of the way you were.
그것도 의미도 없이 저는 제 책임을 다할 뿐입니다. 이런 공직자가 또 있을까요? 여러분 다시 한번 차경희 장관님께 뜨거운 박수 부탁드립니다.
I don't know if the Prime Minister of Justice was saying things like that. I would much rather have someone admit that it is extremely hard to have to bring their child to to legal justice, but that it's something that she has to do, than being like, oh, you know, yeah, before I'm a mother, I'm a civil servant. It's like, you know, same principle, different messages. Because this just kind of makes it seem like she doesn't even care about her son.
뭐 준비해 놓은 거라도 있는 얼굴이야. 역시. 그만 들어가 보셔야죠. 쇼 아직 안 끝났는데.
Now I don't like either of them. Like, can we just have a nice female character in this story, please? Okay, we do. We do at least have the police officer. She's awesome.
너무 심한 것 아닌가, 21세기에 너무 야만적인 것 아닌가 하는 그런 반응도 많습니다.
Yeah, but are these the same people who happen to vote? I think it probably is. Like, very nice playing both sides of the situation.
대중은 변덕스럽다.
I don't think there is anyone behind her, is there? Unless you, like, because it didn't seem like the intention of the woman from the foundation was to help her. It seemed like she was trying to sabotage her, and then the Minister of Justice just happened to turn it to her benefit.
지나친 겸손은 오만이거든요. 이 우리같이 남의 시선을 끌게 태어난 사람들은 항상 책임감을 갖고 살아줘야 돼.
I can't decide if she's being like purposefully over the top or if she's being serious.
그 원래 프로그램 잘 되려면 초반에 막 논란도 있고 그래야 되니까 노이즈 마케팅이나.
무슨 얘기예요?
별거 아니야. 너무 성취하는 거. 쉬어.
Is she trying to get TV opportunities for herself?
가은아.
수연아, 일단 저녁 시간 괜찮아?
그럼. 너처럼 한가하네. 메뉴는 내가 정할게 그럼.
Should you be talking when you guys are trying to sneak in to a suspect's home?
또 경고 아닐까요? 태양 상처 사진을 휴적해서 아우존에 보냈다.
What does he mean by faked the markings? Because we kind of saw the markings there when she was visiting him. Does she mean fake the photos? Because how would they have gotten the photos in the first place?
재단 꿈터전 사업 선 담당 실무자 알아봤지? 네, 한 명 갖고 있습니다. 토요일 4시 지난번 거기서. 네, 알겠습니다.
So it seems the woman from the foundation is still a blind spot for him, and that the foundation is indeed working with her. I thought not. I was about to say, is there food waiting for him?
밥하고 찌개만 데워 드시면 됩니다. 남기지 말고 다 드세요. 그래야 잠도 깊게 잘 수 있대요. 식사 자꾸 걸으면 주름살 늘어납니다. 나이를 생각하셔야지. 내가 주름살이 어디? 주름살. 피부 노화에 의해 피부 상태죠.
Come on, take the food. You know you want to. That would be a massive show of trust. Interesting vest. Here we go with some more clothing and over analysis, cause why not? Sorry guys. Anyway, the fact that the vest is half blue, like he's kind of being tainted by gohan in a good way. I don't know. Just a thought.
얼마나 받은 겁니까? 재단에서.
재단했어?
Well, the fact that he lashed out like that kind of says yes. Please tell me they're working to box him in. Whoa! That is ridiculous.
하늘에 계신 아저씨 아주머니 생각도 좀 안착하고 진짜 속상해하시겠다. 너 이렇게 다친 거 보면.
Oh, he had an earring? And is that a lip entry or a lip ring?
강유한한테 사정이 있던 없던 그렇다고 달라지는 건 없어. 사정이 없는 사람이 어딨어. 그렇다고 누구나 다 법을 어기는 건 아니잖아.
Yeah, no, that is fair. And he has broken some, I don't want to say minor laws, because like assaulting someone's car isn't minor in my opinion, but it's not on the level of murder. Now we know he has committed murder with the firefighter, but they don't know it yet, so I'm just wondering which laws they're talking about that he's broken according to them.
계속 사고 치는 인간이 하나 있는데 걔 하나만큼 제가 어떻게든 사실 나 그렇게 좋은 경찰 아니야.
전 그러시면 후진 경찰인 걸로.
I mean, you were fishing for compliments just a little bit there.
언론사주에 법무부장한테 대통령까지. 아까 그 형사 맞지? 무섭다. 너한테 무슨 일 생길까 봐. 우리 그냥 후지고 비겁해지면 안 될까?
그러기엔 너무 늦은 것 같은데.
She better not die by the end of this show. I'm gonna be so mad.
이번 시범 재판은 이 사건으로 저 용의하기 어렵다면 뭐 강부장만큼은 아니더라도 우수한 재판장은 많이 있지요, 이 나라 사법부에.
Yeah, but you haven't counted on the rabidness of his fans just yet, have you? They could boycott this new, like the new version of the live show and make it bomb, which is a sudden reality when you make something that wasn't previously about public entertainment suddenly something for public entertainment.
세 건의 성폭행과 두 건의 강제추행이군요. 피고인, 공소사실 인정하는 겁니까?
인정합니다.
Is it really as simple as that? People are gonna rebel, they're gonna be bored, and I know that that's a terrible thing to say about real lives being affected by a real judicial system, but that doesn't change the fact that that is how it's gonna be. If it's that simple, it's not entertaining.
회비가 꽤나 비싸다던데, 그쵸? 취미생활이 공개되면 가족분들이 좀 놀라시겠네요. 특히 따님이. 안 그런가요?
Am I picking up what they're putting down, or am I misunderstanding that they're implying that there's children involved in the things that he's watching? Please no.
연예계에서의 권력을 이용하여 상습적으로 성폭력을 일삼아온 피고인에게 징역 20년과 다시는 이런 범죄를 저지르지 못하도록 성충동 제거 치료 명령을 신청합니다.
Again, am I picking up what they're putting down? Are they talking about castration? That is not a sentence I ever thought I would say in my life.
성충동 제거라면 화학적 거세를 말하는 겁니까?
화학요법은 비용도 많이 들고 근본적인 해결책은 못 됩니다.
So,
놀랐군요.
physical.
일단 검찰은 지금
이건 말도 안 되는 수행에게는 인권이 없습니다. 그것이 대다수 국민의 뜻입니다. 그렇지 않습니까, 재판장님?
맞습니다.
I didn't think there would be someone more vile in the same courtroom than Kang Yo-han. Maybe vile is not the right word. Like, this man is quite vile, but I didn't think vile is the right word to describe Kang Yo-han as, at least not yet. But that is very twisted. They really are just like reverting to the Middle Ages again, aren't they? come on, put two and two together. Figure out that she put you in this kind of a situation.
그렇다고 반대하면 실망하겠죠? 강요한 판사도 다를 게 없구나. 더 센 걸 기대할수록 실망하기도 쉽겠지.
I'm glad it seems like he's figuring her out, because if she'd stayed in the shadows for much longer, she could have done a lot more damage. If he is aware of her potential danger now, then at least he can compensate for it.
오늘은 여기까지 하겠습니다.
Coming soon, a muscle. So contrived. But I'm glad he kind of like removed himself from that situation so he wouldn't be forced to make a rash decision. So even though I know a lot of people had like mentioned to me that it had like BL undertones, and I believe the original source material that this show is based on actually had a BL plotline, if I'm not misinformed. But despite that, I originally, when I saw the poster and it had Kang Yo-han and that woman whose name I still do not know, I'm sorry, on the cover, I thought she was going to be painted as some form of love interest. But going off of this now, it feels much more like she is Moriarty to his Sherlock, if that makes any sense.
너무하는데. 날 괴물로 바라보는 시선이 익숙하긴 한데 너의 그 얼굴로 나를 그렇게 보니까 마음이 좀 아프네.
Ooh, he affects you? Okay.
그런 뜻이 피해자보다 괴물이 낫다 이겁니까? 자기 상처를 인정할 용기도 없는 주제에 괴물. 이렇게 말하면 흔들리네요.
Oh my word, they understand each other so well. Or like they're observing each other so closely, I should rather say. I think they're literally just out here. They're in the middle game trying to suss out each other's weaknesses right now. If we think about this in terms of chess, they're in the middle game, like trying to suss out each other's weaknesses right now. He's very attractive with this hairstyle, I'm sorry.
내려와.
Again, what did he do now? I mean, I say that as if these kinds of people need justification for doing what they do. Damn, this man still has a lot of trauma. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think if he genuinely accepted himself as the monster that he is and genuinely didn't care the way that he pretends not to, he wouldn't be begging this of his past experiences right now. He wouldn't be begging this of a father who can't do anything for the current him. Yeah, I think you should just move to like a country home with your boyfriend and let this entire plot of corruption and punishment and revenge go and live happily ever after. I think that's what you should do. It's not what you're gonna do though.
이리 와.
야, 괴롭히지 마. 이리 와.
난 가만히 있었어. 별거 없지. 그치, 꿈이야.
글쎄 이름도 지었어?
Oh sure, just lounge like you're a freaking model, why don't you? Like that looks like a photo shoot shot. This feels very much like Beauty and the Beast right now.
배달용으로 뭐 하는데? 달리고 싶냐? 아니에요.
Is that kind of like a hint to his past?
바로 갈 거야? 트렁크 닫아.
아무것도 안 하고
Like, sorry, I thought previously that they kind of like they met because Kim Go-eun was a troubled teenager and then he kind of helped him get a foot in the door with his studies and things like that and mentored him. I didn't realize there was a family connection. Maybe they mentioned it in the first episode, but I've forgotten.
넌 왜 그 재판부 이러냐? 선택해야 될 거다. 공범이 되든 고발자가 되든.
I mean, the problem is, this man's not wrong. The only time in this situation where you can genuinely remain impartial or not end up becoming an accomplice is if you remain ignorant throughout, and unfortunately this is not the kind of situation that really lends itself to ignorance. So you're either knowingly defying the two people you're working with, or you're kind of just going with the flow and thereby becoming an accomplice. Yeah, that is unfortunately the truth of the matter. Is kids are gonna emulate what is portrayed to them, and they're gonna grow up more desensitized to the violence that some people of this current generation who saw how it was before still find disgusting. Because I'm assuming that that motorcycle that he observed was not for deliveries, it was the motorcycle of the woman that we just saw. The question is, who's the woman? Two very different kinds of fan groups I see here. The fact that he is so self-aware of us all. I mean, you kind of attract the people who tend to be extremists because you yourself are quite extreme, so it makes sense. That's pretty cool. Is she doing homeschooling, or is she like a freaking political correspondent and we haven't found out about it yet?
수업을 따라가요?
컴퓨터공학과 장학생입니다. 성적 우수.
Okay.
천재활동이네요.
요한 도련님한테 물어보시던가요? 아님 학교 홈페이지에 들어가 보시던가요?
I mean, after COVID, yes, totally possible. But obviously I don't know if COVID has... I don't think COVID plays any role in the show, right?
검사가 되시기 비겁하게 협박해서 인정했는데 검사가 무슨 협박을 했습니까? 공갈까요?
No, you can't. Because then they will definitely advocate for the castration, so it's actually gonna make it worse.
나 솔직히 잘 모르겠다. Why not? 왜 안 되냐? 여자 쓰레기.
뭐 그런 심정이긴 한데 정말 괜찮겠습니까?
뭐가?
I don't know, like, the thing is, you can't really practice equal punishment in that situation, because what are you gonna do if a woman sexually assaults a man? There's nothing there to cut off. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna take away a uterus? Like, you know, it becomes very murky waters.
정말 괜찮아요. 국가가 직접 사람 몸에 칼을 대. 그걸 허락해도 괜찮으시겠어요?
Yeah, because what are we gonna do next when they steal you, cut off an arm or a hand or a finger? Like, that's what they used to do in the old days. Are we gonna revert to that as well?
못한다고 하는 국가가 치료해주겠다는 거 아닙니까? 판사님, 그건 야만입니다. 아무리 범죄자라도 인권이 있는 법. 판사님?
He has to walk away because otherwise he's gonna lose his cool.
변호사님 평소 인권 운동하시는 거 늘 존경해 왔습니다. 근데요, 범죄율 낮은 나라요? 다 같은 나라 사는 거 아니에요. 돈 없는 서민들이 사는 나라.
I don't think you're doing the right thing as a judge by putting one, like, how should I put it? Making it clear that you have a bias? That's fundamentally not what judges are supposed to do.
변호사님이 사는 나라랑 달라요. 제발 그분들 인권도 좀 생각해 주시죠. 제발요.
You are not a defendant or a, like, did you forget what role you have as a judge? She's frickin' influencing the public opinion by her speech. That's not her job. And let me guess, she's not going to be held responsible. Because what she said sounds good and right, which I agree with the sentiments. I don't agree with the person it's coming from. She should not be the one making the speech, because it strengthens one side of the argument and leaves the other hanging. And the thing is now as well, if before Kan Yohan maybe had a chance of swaying the public opinion to a more neutral ground, she just kind of demolished it.
물리적 거세를 신청합니다.
잘라버리세요.
성공하겠습니다.
I appreciate the fact that that, like, method of coping for him has now been established. So it shows you how affected he is by this without the actor having to appear weak. Like, I don't want to say weak because emotion is not a weakness, but it wouldn't be in his nature to show anything on his face with how frustrated he's feeling. So it's good that he has kind of like a tick that gives it away. That being said, I'm genuinely frustrated because it's so easy to stand on the side that is obviously right. It's obviously right that everyone should be disgusted by this man who did all the wrong things. He sexually assaulted a woman. He seems to hold to some pornography that we know is abhorrent. And who knows what else he did. I'm not arguing with that. But that doesn't change the fact that this method of punishment is getting increasingly more inhumane from the very people who claim to value humanity so much that they're willing to go towards inhumane practices.
이상입니다.
재판장님!
Hear me out. Maybe I'm giving Kim Gong too much credit here in terms of how much influence he has over Kan Yo-han. But I wonder if part of why Kan Yo-han was looking at him like that, debating, kind of not sure of what he was going to say until he said it, is because he doesn't want to destroy the only person who is not fully seeing him as a monster. He doesn't want to destroy that person's image of him, because he didn't realize he valued having someone like that until there was already someone like that in his life. Oh, please tell me they're not also castrating him while they're at it. And the thing is, there could be three things going on. One, I have an overactive imagination. Two, the doctor decided to take matters into his own hands because he was that angered by the prosecution's ruling. Three, this was orchestrated by Kan Yo-han or someone else, like from the political spheres, to still carry out the punishment that he didn't officially get. I don't want to see it. I don't like the music. The music sounds almost humorous. What the hell? I legit think this is someone's dream. I was thinking his nightmare, but because there was talk about the very specific scissors, I was thinking it's either Gaun's nightmare or Kan Yo-han's own nightmare, and not an actual thing. Hold on, was all of it a dream, even the initial sentencing? Or is this like a after sentencing thing?
가장 적절한 형을 찾기 위해 고심을 많이 했습니다. 피고인, 재판부가 의견이 엇갈려서 결국 피고인에게 징역형만 선고하기로 했습니다. 재판장님! 성범죄에 대해 가장 전문성이 높은 곳에서 복역하시게 될 겁니다. 그게 무슨 말씀이시죠? 보시죠. 미국 텍사스주에 있는 상습 성범죄자 교도소입니다. 양국 사법부가 특별히 MOU를 맺고 앞으로 성범죄 처벌에 대해 서로 협력하기로 했습니다.
And he can't use his sway with the local media in order to try and get out of his sentencing. This should not be funny. He basically just declared war on that woman. Yeah, you don't look too happy.
숙제를 이렇게 푼다. 강요한 학생, 선생님을 놀래킬 줄도 아네.
Oh, that's so patronizing. I like her less and less. I mean, I wasn't liking her before, but it's just going into the minuses now. Muscle, is he just sitting, keeping him company with the cats while he does his work?
바꿨다면서 휴정 중이었대.
네. 날 물어보는 거야. 내가 어떻게 그런 짓을 하겠어? 어?
Wait, you heard about the full dream? From who?
알겠죠? 근데 엘리아는 종일 자네요.
오늘 토요일 때 잠이 나도 그동안 잠이 좀 부족했을 거야.
왜요?
She was the one who was working.
적당한 데 찾아내고 목소리 변조해가면서
음.
반복한 협약에 녹을 것 같아.
네?
Yeah, I heard the mention of Texas, so I kind of connected the dots already, but... It's very weird. I don't know why the way they filmed that just now, the top-down shot of the car, it made me think of, like, how should I say it, of herding cattle, of like forcing someone onto the path that you want them to walk. And I feel like whatever scene is to come will maybe be the start of that. Because we've kind of already seen that in the previous episode. Not at the start of this episode, sorry. Why are you leaving your car lights on? You're gonna be attacked. Okay, I wonder who that person is. I think that's the most realistic, like, wake up moment that I've seen in a while. Are they back in the rebuilt old church? What's going on? Because it seems like it's the same chandelier and everything. Though to be fair, chandeliers can look very alike. What is going on? Did someone recreate his entire house? Sorry, my brain is like failing to put the puzzle pieces together. Because I was expecting the woman from the foundation to be here, but now are you marrying him? What's going on here? I mean, she did kind of show her hand during the trial, so I think she was just like, he knows, so I might as well reveal myself in style. Ugh, I don't like her.
안녕? 그랬니?
I don't remember them introducing her in that context, but okay. Like, I don't remember that scene that they referenced. This is very uncomfortable to watch. it doesn't look like he's kissing back, which is making me even more uncomfortable. Yeah, that was a very uncomfortable episode. There was a lot to think about. I'm really glad they didn't go with the castration thing, but at the same time, the fact that the general populace was so for it still freaks me out, and I'm really glad that the sentiment that I feel is currently shared by Kim Gon in terms of him being like, I'm just as scared of what our country is becoming as the criminals are. Like, yes, it just I mean, this is why it's dystopia, but I don't have to like it. It's very grim. But yeah, super interesting. I absolutely loved the developments on Kang Yo-han's side, like seeing more of how his mind works, where his boundaries are, because I mean, in the first 2 episodes it really was kind of less like stressed how unscrupulous he can be, and how like almost cruel he can be, obviously. So kind of seeing that no, this man still has his limits was a good thing. I'm absolutely terrified for where this woman is going to be taking the rest of the show, because she does seem to be, if not the main antagonist, one of the main antagonists. So yeah, just generally concerned, especially now that she's like fully acknowledged that she is an invisible hand in all of this. It just feels like, you know, she wouldn't have done that if she didn't feel like Kang Yo-han couldn't do anything to her, even once he knew. So yeah, just a lot of complicated thoughts and feelings. Still, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and otherwise I'll see you guys again next time. Zaijian.